Do you have any suggestions? The questionable precedent.
Don't forget to like, bookmark, and share to support maintaining D&D and programs for friends.
Truly love. Hello, the first group didn't do well. That first group. Then I got the position of God Soldier 2 and the position of God Soldier 4, as well as the upright position of the whole tactical formation. If this group is reversed, you are likely to encounter it next. Some are like you seem in the point of view, or you might face some minor risks like masks. They might be when you go out to buy bubble tea, when you go out to shop, or when you are with your friends, especially when you are with your best friend or
see you in the next video.
At this time, occasionally there may be a sentence or two that overlaps. To tell you the truth, in the film industry, both of you think the other's appearance is the style you like. At the same time, everyone seems to not sympathize very much during the communication process, but it's nonetheless noticeable. Perhaps one side will be deeply attracted by the charm of the other, so I don't exclude that, baby. Your little green head has been recently. There will be such a high level of age, and then the other party's job might use, for example, it's like picking drinks and eating in a KTV or a bar, or that kind where he will make a lot of delicious things. Hey, this person looks pretty good. It implies that your recent psychological fear might be due to insufficient experience. The age might be a little bit younger, but darling, you might say, you go to this place with children to meet the other party with kids, or your cherry blossom. Some people can be naive and immature. They don't understand the facts well. When doing things, it is always a little disobedient, like a disobedient child. Small animals also don't like listening to people sing. And sometimes there's a little bit of anxiety, and it feels unfair. Just like to send the cute one. This should be quite attractive to you. Then there might be someone who possibly may have thoughts when meeting the other party. One person's spiritual interference with another. Perhaps we need more of these, like taking a walk, exercising, interacting with nature, and talking with the 5 organs. They can keep your mind and emotions at a good foundation. Don't give up halfway. Because Zhang Fan is also a quiet person, he actually fears you experiences inside. This person is also not guarded. He needs a long time because he is more sticky when he speaks. He is a bit too small. He needs a long time to and at the same time, he doesn't really like group activities. He only likes to hang out with people he is close to. The two of you are quite sensitive, very sensitive. He's also one who easily rejects kind invitations from others. Moreover, this person doesn't believe in superstition. His ideas are wild. It's easier for little ideas to pop up there, you see. What you are going through next is an emotional ordeal. He also reminded you that one of you is inexperienced in love, lacks experience, but is full of pursuit and longing. So, this kind of emotion can bring you growth. You might see that both of you will have dates and might go outdoors. Go to some beautifully scenic places for exercise or to deepen feelings for each other. That's the fresh of this brand. Congratulations to this brand's package. For the second shot, we'll come out big again. Zheng Lu's position, Chen Dao's position, and our Holy Grail Temple's legislator. What's your luck like in the upcoming battles? I think the major changes might happen in your work life, but also in your emotional life. You may also be subjected to others forcing you to marry. See you in our next program. Ordinary peach blossoms, I think that the common activities you might experience next could be facing major pressures in your life. Sometimes you may be a little hesitant about the peach blossom. If you say you are facing peach blossoms instead of facing peach blossoms, you may face some villains in feelings. In terms of feelings, you might have some conflicts with your love interest or someone you find attractive. There's a certain distance between you and him. There's a little misunderstanding. Also, if you have some quarrels in this clique, you might get arrested in the feeling of oblivion. It's a strategy of hurting the enemy 1,000 and harming oneself 800. And if you want to date, you're bound to face dangers. In the midst of conflict, struggle, fight. That is, there will be some great competitors. Then continuously face new competitions. Maybe you like this brand. The conditions are very good. You may like that type. People also say boys and girls because at the same time you will often encounter some obstacles from others, which also represents a kind of violence from this faction. In that generation, there will be a kind of feel a sense of crisis. All efforts are to win such an emotional victory, and you don't easily encounter such a situation in interpersonal relationships or emotionally. Somewhat selfish Southern culture will make you feel a bit lack of such objects and feelings. The peach blossoms that have been carried out recently are the type of peach blossoms that are easy to have conflicts and quarrels with the other party. At the same time, may the Holy Trinity bless you. I suggest you, if you go by, there will be that kind of peach blossom proactively showing you good. See if you want it or not, because some peach blossoms might seem tasteless to you. What a pity. The retention of this type of card is basically not the same as before. I think it's a bit clearer in terms of feeling, yes, it's a bit lack of motivation, and at the same time, it's a bit like to take too much risk rather than spending so much time at work, feeling it's better to be yourself. I almost forgot. Yuzurong is the fourth card. He's a Sofa. That's for Fofo. He also represents our stability. When he is upside down, it means that you are not just doing this as before. You also decide to start acting on your own. What's there? And then you shouldn't go there. The hair around you is also a choice. You're no longer in the dull state you were in before. In this case, you have the chance to enrich your life and encounter more beauty. Alright, this is the information of the card this time. Congratulations on getting the card. Our third card target is to create related things. Really need that third card box in order to draw the one from our front wall, the Queens, who has already judged around this party treasure. This part of the party treasure, baby. You will encounter that kind of choose a difficult symptom, or in the face of emotional problems, you will hesitate, struggle, and consume inwardly. There's a slight impracticality on the chin. He tends to daydream, but when dealing with emotional issues, it could be more draining for him. This is his treasure short words. If you continue like this after going through such a dense period, meet that possibility for you. If you're a capitalist, you might find it a bit tricky. As for him himself, it might be in such high-level academia or in such a fantastic company that everyone feels great. Criticize a lot. See you next time. On the other side, there is a stronger neon star Scorpio.
That's all for this video. If you like my video,
The views
please subscribe and like
expressed
it.
do not represent this station. If you like this person or the fairy tale in your heart, there might be something. There might be a worker. Thanks. They will create a drama and then publish it. He may have some beliefs stemming from religious faith, and such people are good at introspecting and planning their future anew. If you go on, it will be easier. Meet this sincere type, and you too will publicize this treasure. If you have a predecessor in your heart or a former predecessor, you will have this kind of approach to homology. The two of us will encounter the miracle of love. This person is someone who constantly reflects on himself. He will show that his behavior and pursuits are correct. He will show that what he owns is true happiness and satisfaction. It turns out it's this person. He's one but feels brave to face what's coming next. People facing challenges and trials in their own lives. His words might imply that he has experienced several unsuccessful relationships in the past, thus ultimately understanding the reason for those failures, and he will genuinely proceed in the new relationship. Improve your relationship with your partner. When you meet, one person may be involved in a music-related job, one person may be regaining his position and getting promoted. Yufeng may have a biology exam and her performance is improving. Go further, and then maybe the work of this part in the distance. At that time, they had a good relationship. Turn over their endorsement. There is a person who likes to travel, purify the body and mind, or engage in music to soothe the mood and recuperate. One side may really like to listen to some psychological therapy guidance to become a better person. Of course, when responding, there is a person who is reflecting on the past and planning for the future during this stage of his life journey. Listen to such a voice in your heart. Search for things in your heart. And at the same time, your encounter is a gift from heaven that can make your conversation better. Good, this is the information of this set of cards. Congratulations on the chaos of this set of cards.